How's it going, guys? It's been a long time since I've done anything with the GT500, and I decided that it's time to change that because honestly, I've been very busy, not putting much side of time for myself to enjoy things that I want to really enjoy personally. A lot of other projects going on. So today's video, I figured we could knock out something small. I have some shifter slop going on in the car, which I'll show you guys in a minute. And I reached out to Barton because I have the Barton short throw shifter in it. And they sent me out a new bushing right here. So I'll show you guys where this goes in the car, but it should cure our shifter slop. And I'm honestly curious if that's gonna help out the 1-2 shift and some other stuff. They sent it out free. It's a little bit of effort to get into it. As you can see, the car is up on jack stands behind me. So this is my 2007 GT500, cammed and all that. Sounds pretty good, but I've been having a 1-2 shift issue. And other than the possibility of synchros, which is pretty likely, could also be the throwout bearing being weird, not fully releasing. I'm not sure, but see this? That's just looseness. So put it in third. And then I have a feeling that it could be aiding in my alignment issues. So I don't like having that much slop in here. So we're gonna go ahead and adjust it, and really not adjust it, hopefully fix it. So I put the car up on jack stands, got it washed and cleaned. Let's go on under here and see what's up. All right, so we're underneath the car. Hopefully you guys can see once I get my light situated. Let's see what we got. All right, that's pretty good. So right here you can see this bolt, and the shifter link, or the bushing that I need to replace, is behind this bolt, and it actually attaches the shift rod directly to that. So that's kind of where I think the majority of my play is coming from when I move it back and forth. I don't really feel any other play in there. So that's right here. I really don't want to take off the exhaust and all that other stuff, so I'm not going to. On a side note, the new transmission pin, or the transmission seal that we put on here in the output shaft, is working nice and dry. No transmission fluid, just got some residual stuff here. So that's good. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can pop this off. Looks like an Allen head bolt on the other side or something like that. So it could be interesting clearance wise. But hopefully we can do this without taking the drive shaft out. That'd be ideal. And then once I get it off, I'll tell you guys what I did to do that, and we'll kind of keep going. So I apologize, it's probably about the dumbest way to do this, but it works, so here we are. So I don't know if you can see that. So I have I can't even get the dang size in there. Allen head thing on this side, but I can't actually get a socket on the end because the clearances. I have an actual wrench up here. It's a 16 millimeter. I'm using a 17 because stupid Harbor Freight doesn't have a 16. And I'm a broke boy. So here we are. I'm gonna go ahead and basically finish cranking this thing out and get it off, and then we should be able to see what our bushing looks like. It felt pretty loose, like the actual head, it was tight, but it felt loose, so I suspect it's pretty worn. All right, so this is one of the old ones, and it's 2 pieces that get sandwiched in the middle, like so. And I mean, it doesn't look terribly worn out, but just go and put the new one in and see what it's all about. If it's not this, it's going to be an MGW is going to go in this thing, because this is, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of this design. But we'll see. I'm going to go put this end back together, and I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put some silicone grease on here, or some of the brake grease. Won't need the plastic, and it'll help it move without wearing as much. All right, so it's in there. Hopefully you guys can see right there. And I'm just going to line it back up, put the bolt back in, and we should be good to go. All right, went ahead and tightened it down pretty good, about as tight as I could get it anyway, with limited space I had, which feels pretty good. So there's still some play in there. It's definitely not perfect, which might just be inherent to the design. I don't know if you can see that, but go ahead and hop up top, I guess, and see how it feels. All right, so let's see. Honestly, that feels the exact same. Maybe it's a little better, but I don't know. I feel like that's still kind of excessive. So I think that's just inherent to the way the setup is, because it uses the stock arm. So it might be going to MW route. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know, I'll have to drive it around and see. I mean, it's not terrible, but like that's about how much play there is in here. Any further we start actually moving it, but I don't know, I think that's a little better than it was, but still not great. All right, so one mystery solved anyway. I just wanted to see if that was going to do anything. Who knows, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and do some test driving with it, and I'd like to do some racing pretty soon here. All the test teams would get canceled. So we shall see about maybe doing some street stuff. I don't know. It's just the past couple ones have been canceled. They had one that was good to go, but it was like some weird like glow rave theme thing over Worldwide Technology. And it's not really my thing. I just wanted to go for racing. I didn't want to have some kind of weird party crap going on in the background. So see what happens with that. But hey, new shifter bushing's in now, and I guess it is what it is. So I'm gonna go and get this thing off jack stands. That's really all I wanted to do, just kind of see what it was. I picked up some new spark plugs to toss in it for the new season. So we'll go ahead and do that. And I mean, other than that, it should be good to go. I did probably need to drain out the coolant tank so I can put in some water in there so we can do add some ice again in the future. But other than that, I mean, once again, I think she's good. So, all right, so I just got it off jack stands. Initial impressions: clutch in, reverse. I was curious if it's going to be any easier. It's not too bad. It does feel a little bit tighter. I don't know. We'll see. Still very, very notchy to get in the first. Like, it's not amazingly happy. So it is what it is. I probably have something else going on. All right, so I went ahead and got the drag tires on. I was gonna go to the trip tomorrow, and of course, Memorial Day, so they're closed. So that kind of sucks, but I figured I might as well fire this thing up for you guys and go for a little drive. It has been a very long time since it's been on the channel, and I figured might as well, you know what, let's enjoy it. It's been a bit. So let's see if we can get the draggy going, maybe do a little street hit, who knows, but it'll be a fun time. So I wanna cruise this thing around a little bit. Really haven't had a chance to, and it sits way more than it should. All right, so I finally found my POV hat, or a little GoPro mount. So it's been a while since we went into this thing, so let's go ahead and crank it up. I just got some fresh 93 in it, so should be sounding pretty good. There we go. Shifter bushing, it is definitely tighter. It doesn't necessarily mean it goes into gear any easier. I think my synchros are definitely screwed up, but feels solid. Definitely sounding pretty good. Pretty hard to argue with that. There we go. Say it's been a while since I'm driving this thing. Pardon my shorts, they're workout attire, so not super clothing, I guess, but yeah, this is beautiful out here though. That's what I'm talking about. Man, she feels good. It's been a while, guys. It has really been a while. Feels good. Jeez. This thing is awesome. I haven't gone watt in so long in this car. Good grief. Alright, well that was pretty freaking fun. I haven't had a chance to really let this thing eat in a while. If you guys are not tracking, I did go ahead and put in the tubes. It's on the tube 8 pulley right now, BJ recommended. I figured I'd leave it on the bigger pulley now that we got our boost vacuum bypass issue sorted out. And I haven't done a 60 to 130 because honestly there's no real good spots around me to do it right now. This road's cool for digs, but it's not it's not good enough for any kind of wide open high speed runs. It's very bumpy. But yeah, man, we're back. So let me know what you guys thought of that. I went ahead and got the draggy. Hopefully it actually recorded. Who knows? I think I saw 8.1 eighth mile, which you know what, for the street I'll take it. That's kind of fun. But really need to get some rubber down, maybe put some mat or something, who knows. But after we get across this bridge, we'll do one more little want hit and then probably call it good for this video. I think it's kind of fun though. I just haven't been out in the car in so long. All right. Second gear though is awesome. Can't quite wind out third though, it starts getting real concerning. But she has a little fuel pop on the shifts. Definitely pretty fun though. Yeah, it's a cool car. Very happy with the GT500 cams, plenty of horsepower. I have to check our boost gauge to see what it actually was putting out. I have no idea, but freaking love this thing. Fuck, that's not good. Something sounds real tingly and chingly when I ran it. I don't know what that was. I'm not turning it back on. I got to figure that out. It sounded like either we popped a header gasket, which would be best case scenario. Worst case, maybe a timing chain. I don't know. That's very much not good. So I'm not going to run this anymore. I guess we're going to have to trailer it back to the house. All right, so this is the next day. As you can see, the truck and trailer in use. So I don't know what the heck happened last night with the GT500 when we got back, when we did the pull. I haven't turned it on since then. I went ahead and pulled off the supercharger belt last night just to check and see if anything happened, but it felt fine, so I don't think that's it. It really sounds like I threw the either cracked a header or I tossed the header gasket out. Had a little exhaust pop on the shift, so maybe that's what did it. But regardless, I want to make sure I check everything over before I go ahead and try and run this thing, just to make sure everything's safe. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the garage, and then we'll go ahead and check it out and see what we can see. Honestly, I don't know what to find or what we're gonna find, but I figure maybe pull the fuel pump, rotate the engine over a couple times, not the fuel pump fuse, rotate the engine over and see if it sounds weird. I'm pretty confident it didn't lose compression or anything, because it sounds like it was firing on all 8 when we stopped. The air fuel ratio looked fine. I mean, there's no engine light. I checked the codes, so like there's nothing, I don't think it's anything catastrophic, but just, you know, a little worrisome. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this in the garage and then we'll see what's up. All right, so got the car jacked up, all up in the air, and I was looking around at the headers and everything. I couldn't find anything. I took off my serpentine belt to check all the pulleys. Power steering's quiet, idler's quiet. So let's head underneath and see what we can find. All right, so underneath here, we have our alternator, and hear that? That would be it. Yeah, the fan or whatever, something. Hear that? Man, that is a freaking relief. Holy crap. I was real worried there for a good minute, but yeah, smoked the alternator somehow. That's freaking wild. But there you have it. Yeah, the fan's just not connected anymore. Good grief. Well, there we have it. That's what it was. All right, so that is a huge relief. I knew I didn't smoke anything too crazy because the car really wasn't acting up, but man, who would have thought? So, you might not be able to tell, my relief is very high. A little bit peeved that we smoked the alternator because the last drag pass we did, I'm pretty sure, I replaced it. I sent it off to PA Performance to get refurbished. They sent it back, I put it on the car, and first rip, like first, well not first, 7th or 8th rip, freaking smokes the alternator. So that's real irritating. I'm gonna have to take it off, send it back out to him again. Honestly, I might just go with stock replacement at this point, because this thing is just, I don't know, I've been having, this is now the 3rd time I'll have to send it off, but at least I know. It would have been real unfortunate had that actually been something motor related, but thankfully it wasn't. I mean, we're not really doing anything crazy. Like, yeah, make some horsepower, but like small, we're on the bigger pulley, it's less boost. Timing's pretty conservative for what it is. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I'm gonna go and pull the alternator off camera, send it off, and we'll get it sorted out. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.